What's up, guys? Blade Master here with a live cast of the first game in the Aggony round one, game one of the Aggony Flash tournament. This is the first tournament in Age of Charlemagne, I think. Hopefully, the first of plenty to come. And this is played between Houseplant and and Social Justice Tuna. How could I forget that name? That's such an awesome name. Social Justice Tuna. So Social Justice Tuna, SJT has taken the Lombards, and on the other hand, Westphalia is taken by Houseplant. Very interesting maps for all of the rounds. So the first round is fought in the map of Havelberg. I'll try and put the coordinates if I'm not too lazy. Hopefully, one of the people who are commentating who fought in this battle or who fought in the tournament, or maybe Duck himself if he's watching this, can put in the coordinates for all the viewers to use. Really cool, very balanced map. Has this big patch of woods in the center that both players are going to fight for. It'll be very interesting with the woods because I don't think there are many units in Age of Charlemagne that have good spotting. So that could increase the chances. Ooh, the Gastal swordsmen have excellent spotting. Meanwhile, the sword veterans have excellent spotting. Looks like the elite units for each faction has got good spotting. So they will kind of counteract the hiding mechanics of the forest because the hiding mechanics in Attila and as a result Charlemagne are very good. Can definitely pop out of nowhere and destroy your enemy. So we've got three archers here brought by Social Justice SJT. 38 missile damage. They're good archers, clearly. Some 3 levy freemen brought. The rules of this matchup. Oh, it's interesting because it's 9,000 funds, this Flash tournament. So it's a 9,000 fund custom battle Flash tournament. And it's max 4 of the same. And pretty hard limits on the infantry. You have a total of 4 infantry. I believe that it's pretty hard limits on the cavalry as well. 4 Gestalt swordsmen. Very good units. 37 charge bonus, which is awesome. Hasn't paired that in. SJT hasn't paired that in with a fast charge general. I would have liked for him to pair them in with a fast charge general, but Lombards won't really enjoy this matchup since it's primarily going to be fought in the forest. We've got probably what is possibly going to be the downfall of SJT, I think, in this match, the Gestalt Cavalry. Gestalt Cavalry, very expensive, decent enough, but cannot be used in the way that I think he's intending to use them as mainline front cavalry because they have swords. And Westphalia, on the other hand, will outrange them with their skirmish cavalry if Houseplant has brought them. He's brought a couple of Gestalt Cavalry, and on the other hand, the Hearth Cavalry of Westphalia are very expensive themselves, but they will kill them off. Some levy skirmishers brought, a total of 3 levy skirmishers brought, and 3 Gestalt cavalry. Ooh, 4 Gestalt cavalry, 1 hiding super cheeky on the little patch of woods on the right. Meanwhile, for Houseplant, we can see a Saxon cavalry and a Scout cavalry. Saxon cavalry, Scout cavalry, pretty nice, very quick cavalry threat. 2 archers, 1 levy archer. The levy archer, of course, has 32 missile damage. In that sense, slight advantage in terms of long range skirmishing goes to SJT. We have sword veterans, 2 sword veterans, 3 sword veterans, 4 sword veterans, and 2 axe warriors, 4 axe warriors. So 4 sword veterans, 4 axe warriors, and a Hearthguard general, because the general, I guess, is not included in the infantry limit. And we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 spear band brought by Houseplant. Fairly balanced. It's one of those typical Houseplant builds with a decent number of spearmen. Actually, would have seen, you could easily see more spearmen being brought by Houseplant. Yeah, he doesn't shy away from bringing 4 to 6 spearmen. So here we can see the Saxon cavalry and Scout cavalry going to make their presence felt. I don't know what the reason why SJT pulled his cavalry out of the forest, but they're about to get slaughtered by the Saxon and Scout cavalry. They lost 10 men, and these guys still have like 1 volley of ammunition left. Those are very damaging javelins, to say the least. Good lord, that Gestalt cavalry went down to 40 men. This archer firing into the Saxon cavalry and Scout cavalry, Houseplant needs to be a bit wary of using. Oh no, why is he? Don't fire javelins on them. Don't fire javelins on them, dude. That's a massive waste of your ammunition. This Saxon cavalry lost 1 man. The Scout cavalry didn't lose anything else, and now this Saxon and Scout cavalry just went ahead and charged in. Hasn't lost a single unit. Killed off the Gestalt cavalry because, of course, the Saxon and Scout cavalry have spears in melee, and now they are. One of them is going to the Scout. Ooh, beautiful work here. He's going to use the cheaper Scout cavalry to engage the Gestalt cavalry, pull away with the Saxon cavalry, and then come in with the spear band. And meanwhile, the Scout Saxon cavalry lost 4 men there, and SJT is forced to pull back with his levy skirmishers from the sword veterans, and he's lost a very expensive unit in the Gestalt cavalry already. Spear band going to do good against the Gestalt cavalry. Saxon Scout cavalry already got an experience chevron. They're up to 41 men. Ah shit! I was supposed to play against Eastern Warlord, and I have to play that today. Shit, and I'm already registered in this tournament. Sorry for this, guys. Hi. Give me 5 minutes and I'll get back to you. So we can see the Axe Warriors chasing after the Levy skirmishers. They're losing current combat. The general is alive, but because they have such poor morale, they're still wavering despite them not really getting any casualties. Levy skirmishers here attacked by Axe Warriors. It doesn't look good for the Lombards at all so far. The Scout cavalry here is still at half strength, now charging into the Levy skirmishers. This is basically a dream scenario for them. Where is the Saxon cavalry though? They're also helping support. The Gestalt swordsman doesn't seem to have gotten a proper charge in. Still getting good kills. Yeah, I think they got a proper charge. And the Axe Warriors with their low melee defense, not going to do well here. The sword veterans with shield wall pushed into the front of Levy spearmen. This sword veteran just got charged at by a Gestalt cavalry, and that's really where these guys are going to make their presence felt. They just destroyed a sword veteran, and they'll actually do okay against this Axe Warrior now too. This Gestalt swordsman is going to come in, help out support, but then these Gestalt cavalry, they're just destroyed by the Scout and Saxon cavalry of Westphalia. Well done to Houseplant, but I think it was SJT literally bought Age of Charlemagne yesterday, so you can forgive him for not remembering that the Gestalt cavalry are sword cavalry and they're not spear cavalry. Gestalt guardsmen going to charge into Saxon and Scout cavalry. They'll do a decent bit of damage on the charge, but again the spear will prevail. But the Gestalt swordsmen killing off the Axe Warriors here. Levy spearmen dying to the Axe Warriors, and then the Axe Warriors should just come in and rear charge this Gestalt swordsman. The Saxon and Scout cavalry will do a decent enough job against the Gestalt guardsmen, especially with flaming shot being poured in from the distance with the archers. Sword veterans here. The Gestalt swordsman not in shield wall. The sword veterans in shield wall and in a deep formation. Wow, excellent play here by using or maybe this was just a bug. Maybe he didn't intend for this to happen. But let's just pretend he did. And by using them in such a columnar formation, he made sure that the point of attack for the Gestalt swordsman's pretty deadly charge was minimized, because they would be charging into like a really small point instead of a spaghetti line, which you would usually see. But I actually think that this is just a bug in the shield wall. After they killed off the Levy spearmen, they're just chilling like this. It's kind of reminiscent of the Hoplite phalanx bug. And here, Gestalt cavalry dying to Scout cavalry and Saxon cavalry. Pretty much the Scout and Saxon cavalry are going to win in this game. The Gestalt swordsman... Whoa, the general has died. Oh, that's for the Gestalt guardsman. So yeah, pretty comprehensive victory for Houseplant. And that's the problem with the Lombards. They don't have good melee cavalry. They've got very good cheap melee cavalry, and you need to bring them and maybe max a couple of Gestalt knights, and shouldn't use them as mainline infantry, but more of a infantry supporting cavalry, kind of in the same way you'd use companion cav in Rome too. But fun battle to watch nonetheless, and just goes to show what a cool unit the Saxon cavalry and Scout cavalry are. All of them doing very well, but again fighting against the unit of their choice. And all in all, fairly standard performance from the sword veterans and the Axe Warriors. The sword veterans, not a great unit, I think. Gestalt swordsman definitely beat them out in terms of quality. But yeah, well played to Houseplant. He moves on to round 2, and I think he moves on to round 2. Maybe it's a best of 3. I'm not really sure. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this replay. Stay tuned for more.